Hello and welcome to the Perma GM. My name's David, and today we're going to make a minion group with Roll20, which will be API compatible. So it'll have the dice rolling abilities as well as some cool other features to make minions more effective and more easy to use in your Star Wars RPG Fantasy Flight games in Roll20. The exact same principles apply also for the Genesys role-playing game system. Alright, so first off, we're going to create a character. I'm going to make it Stormtroopers Test, and once you've got an image that you'd like to upload, you can just drag and drop it in. I've already got Stormtroopers, so I'm not going to make additional, just do some save changes. Now you have your character sheet, and you're mostly going to be focused on the NPC sheet as the GM. Now, once you click on NPC sheet, you're going to come down here and you're going to type NPC. Now you have a pretty condensed view of information you need. As far as statistics, I am just throwing some stuff in here. I'm not going to check their stats right now because this is just for testing. Now you're going to want to add a weapon. We'll say blaster rifle is range is long. Skill, you're going to come here to ranged heavy. I disregard encumbrance and hardpoints since these are just NPCs unless it's extremely important. What you want to make sure is that you click Minion here. Okay, if you have PCs, they should check that. But under weapon qualities, if you have qualities that you think you want to be reminded of, we'll say it does have the stun quality in case they get extremely close to our heroes. You're going to scroll down here and you're going to select Minion. And you know, if they've got ranks in something, okay, but that's really for rivals and nemesis. So if you look here and you change the minion group count, you'll see that the skills will adjust appropriately. However, you're going to want to keep this always on 1, and I'm going to show you why. So we've got our character created here. We're going to give it a token. Now, to link this token to the character sheet, you're going to select the token, select this gear here, and then you're going to find the Stormtroopers, and you're going to select the right one, hit save. Now that token, alright, is going to be linked to that character sheet. In order to save that token, so every time you pull it off there, it'll use the same token that you want, you're going to hit use selected token. We're going to do this again after we make a few changes. Now, to have a very useful macro for your NPCs, you are going to select the weapon, you're going to click the roll, and you're going to then click in this box here, hit the up arrow key, that'll generate the text or the code that just created that roll. Control A, Control C. Going to go to attributes and abilities. You will then click add. You're going to edit, give your macro a title. You're going to paste this code in there. Then what you're going to do is in the link in the description below is a link to various codes that you can utilize. And you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff here and it will be kind of daunting at first. However, what you need to do is find the skill that's associated with the macro you want to do. They have a blaster rifle, so it's ranged heavy. So we're going to actually select all of this right here. Control C. We're going to go back into our macro, and this is the part that is a little bit more tricky for minions. You need to find where it says ranged heavy here, or correction, where it says agility here. So the skill that's based off. So if it was brawn for melee, and you're going to select this text right here, you're going to leave this bar here, and you're going to paste that in. Okay, now if this worked correctly, it'll give us a couple really handy options to making minions run smoothly. I'm going to select show as a token action. Alright, so now every time I click on this, I have this little option up here And anybody who has access to this token, so say it's an NPC, that's one of their allies, and the players have control of him, then they can control this and do the macros real quickly and easily. So we're going to select this macro. It's going to ask us for the mob count. We're going to say that there's 3 stormtroopers in here. Actually, we'll do 1. I'll show you how it works. Um, it's going to ask you if you want to upgrade the ability. This is useful if you're spending a destiny point or if someone is spending like a triumph to upgrade their check. In this case, we're not going to upgrade. And then it's going to ask you for the dice pool. The dice pool here is used for all other dice that are not accounted for in their character sheet. So if they decide to aim, you're going to add a blue. If the enemy is behind cover, you're going to add the appropriate difficulty dice. For this one, we're going to say that the target is at medium range, so 2 purple. They're behind cover, so 1 be okay. You're going to make sure you want a space. But the stormtroopers are going to aim, so they have 1 blue. Then we'll hit submit. You can see here that the stormtroopers, of course, missed. And however, it gives you this information that's extremely useful. You've got the damage, the critical level, so the number of advantage needed, as well as the range and any weapon qualities that might be associated with the weapon. So especially useful for weapons that have vicious or pierce. And the results are generated. These are calculated based off what's canceled out. So there's 1 failure and 2 advantage remaining. So this is an easy way to use mobs or minions and real quickly.